Right. Thanks for joining us, Jordan. If you want to just kind of do a quick intro on what's going on here, we want to cover a few things, or a little intro about yourself, but we wanted to cover a few things on a financing and tax kind of side of things for what the business community around here can be expecting, so that they're well equipped with some of these updates that are coming from all over these different directions, province and the feds. So yeah, if you want to just kind of introduce yourself a little bit so people know who you are and get to know what's going on your side of things.
Yeah, so my name is Jordan Pernarowski. I'm a partner at Myers Norris Penny and Dauphin here. Um, like you said, it's pretty busy over there right now with all these changes that are going on because of COVID-19. So we've been working to, head office has been sending us information to share. So we've been trying to get that out there for everyone to see.
Cool. Thank you. So what can a business owners do right now regarding their finances and taxes?
Well, the biggest thing right now is there's we got the extension obviously from April 30th tax deadline for T1s to June 1st, which that's on the personal side. For the business side, we have any taxes due after March 18th. You get the extension to September 1st, 2020 with no interest. So any tax payments that corporate tax payments that you have due, don't have to pay them until September 1st, 2020, and you don't pay any interest to that point. So as of right now, that's the way that's reading.
Cool. And what other supports are there for businesses at this time?
The federal government's introduced a bunch of new measures. These are changing daily, so there could be something new. By the time this comes out, there might be something new already. But the big one for businesses, they've introduced the temporary wage subsidy. So for a 3-month period, you get to take a subsidy equal to 10% of the gross wage per employee, up to $1,375 or $25,000 total for business. So what that means is if you have an employee that's paid $4,000, you can take off $400 of what you regularly remit for payroll remittance. So that's going to be an instant savings for businesses right away. There's some other benefits. There's some changes to the EI sick benefits. They waive the 1-week period for employees. You don't need to get a doctor's note. So, we could keep everyone out of the hospitals and keep the people at home. And that's effective as of March 15th. They have the emergency care benefits in place now. So if you're quarantined with COVID-19, you're eligible for up to $900 biweekly for 15 weeks. That includes people that are self-employed. Also, if you're looking after someone who's sick, you're eligible for that benefit. Also, parents with children who are forced to stay home because of the closures, they're also eligible. So there's going to be lots of people that are even self-employed individuals. We believe even self-employed individuals will be eligible for this. So if you're self-employed and have to stay home because you have kids at home, you are eligible for this emergency care benefit. There's also some changes, and this helps employers too. There's some emergency support benefits. So this is for workers that lose their job. They're eligible for EI right away. Also for work sharing. So if employees agree to work less hours when businesses are slowing down, they might agree to work less hours. There's some EI that they can top employees up through that, and that goes on through the emergency support benefit as well. A few other changes they're doing is they've bumped up the child benefit by $300 per child, or they're planning on doing that. The other thing is the government seems really committed to helping small businesses through this, so there'll be more. I expect to be even more changes coming forward.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, on that, just had a conversation this morning with the Manitoba Chambers of Commerce, and they're working on with different levels of government with the province and the feds on more supports for those business owners as well, because there's a good emphasis on the employee side of things, but what's out there for the business owners themselves. So to make sure that there's jobs to come back to. So they're working on some stuff there. So yeah, we will see some more stuff coming out in the near future, hopefully.
Yeah, that's good.
And what do businesses need to keep in mind once this kind of pandemic has passed? Any suggestions for that?
Yeah, I just think that once this does pass, I think that people will be ready to get back out and support local businesses. You're seeing even right now, people are sharing on social media. It's like, you've gone to these businesses and asked for support in the past, and now it's time to step up for them once we can get back out there and do that. So I think there's going to be, I'm just excited to get back out in the community and support some local businesses when that happens. And then I think you got to be ready to integrate your staff back in, because, who knows how long we're going to be off for and how long staff will be off. So it'll be an integration process to get them back in the workplace and get back to work.
Yeah. And kind of, we don't know how long this is kind of going to last. So what are maybe some long-term strategies that we need to be prepared for or keep in mind? Do you have any of those suggestions?
Yeah, I think, talk to your bank, talk to your accountant, check out some cash flow issues that you might foresee coming, to get ahead of those issues. I know there's lots of changes at the bank where you might be able to defer some mortgage payments for up to 6 months. So, be in touch with your banker, get ahead of those problems before they're upon you. Keep an eye on your cash flow. Maybe now would be a good time, if you're at home, working at home like I am right now, you can prepare some budgets, see what money has to go out over the next month or two to see, really what cash flow you do need. Maybe you'll only be making essential purchases. You won't be, maybe you're thinking about buying a new laptop, but maybe you don't need one until, a little bit further down the road now. If you do have a budget already, maybe make some adjustments to that, or even if you don't have one, maybe, now's the time to make one. I think a big thing that people can do is to try to stay up to date on all the things that are available to you from these changes from COVID-19. Make sure you're paying attention to, following that new chamber Facebook page you mentioned, and all that stuff. Try to make sure you're aware of what's happening. A big thing is, if possible, help them, embrace technology, help your staff set up from home. I know at our office now, we're all working from home now. So everyone who, our front doors are locked, but if you need to work at the office, you could be there, but everyone's encouraged to work from home like I am. So help your staff to do that if possible, if you have the ability to do that. The other thing is, for technology, like do what we're doing here now, have a Zoom meeting or a Microsoft Teams meeting. I'm going to use this platform to meet with clients when I'm reviewing their tax returns rather than meet face-to-face. We can do it over the Zoom meeting and have that conversation still. And the other thing is use this time to maybe do projects you wouldn't usually do. Like I know at my office, I have some filing and those type of things that I kind of put off because there's more important things to do at the time, but you might have time to do that now. So try to find those projects that maybe you've been putting off.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. Great stuff. Anything else while we wrap up here that you feel it needs to be shared or talked about?
No, I think that's all for now. I mean, like I said, there's changes almost, it seems minute to minute. Like just recently, the Manitoba declared a state of emergency, so that's going to bring some more changes. I have people asking questions about that. I've been trying to share lots of things on Facebook. I don't usually share too much on Facebook, but I'm trying just because it's a good way to get information out to people. So I just recently shared about how to apply for EI, and I think those are kind of going to be available in April. So it's a way to do that online rather than go to your Service Canada office. But yeah, just for now, I think we got everything covered.
Cool. Thank you very much. Some great suggestions and tips and good information. Thanks, Jordan, for sharing and spending some time with us today.
Yeah, no problem.